to My RC Life, where we do all things RC and a little bit of everything in between. Let's go! Okay, on part one of the video, this is where we left off, putting the chain cover back onto the chassis. So let's continue from there. Now we got these little bolts right here. Gotta move this in just so, oh, a little bit too far it looks like. All right. All right, we gotta tighten this nut down right here. That cinches down onto the motor. All right, now we got this guy here. This is gonna bolt up here, then bolt up tight on the transmission like that. Just like so. Now I'm not Loctiting everything because we don't got that rattly old two-stroke motor anymore. So I'm hoping a bunch of stuff ain't gonna come loose like it did before. Alright, I guess I can start putting the plate back on here. Now another reason why I wanted to do the TP motor, look at how much room I got between the plate and the end of my motor. I'm not going to have to cut this out like they say you'll have to do, because I'm going to bash this thing. It's 80 pounds. I don't want this to be structurally weakened, you know. All right, where this old gas tank went, we got to remove the screws from here. So let's pull all these out. I'm going to use the same screws, I guess, and just bolt these guys right back down there. Okay, and we got these guys here. I'm going to go ahead and pop them out. They got to go on this way. And I think I remember seeing this somewhere. These have to be at just a slight bit of a down angle. You got to use two of their provided socket head cap screws here. Just like that. They got little channels in there. They lock right on that 10mm square stock. Okay. Now these here should lock in right on those, but you got to slide these into here first. So twist this, pop them in, push it forward. Okay, and these back here, oh yeah, go right on in there. Alright, now it's time to start soldering bullet connectors onto the motor. I wish I would have done this before I installed the motor in the truck, because now I don't have nothing to like rest the motor on, or I can't like clamp the bullet connectors like in the vise as I heat up these ends, and it just made for a real pain in the butt. I kind of had to fill some solder into the connectors like what I'm doing in the pair of pliers there, and then I gotta get it hot enough to put it up on the wire, and then I gotta refill it all the way with the soldering iron there. It just made for a real pain in the butt, but I went ahead and took care of it. I did all three wires. Okay, I think that's the last one. Had the green, the yellow, and now I am on to the red. Yep. Now one of them, the solder kind of filled into the hole of the bullet connector, so I had to go ahead and file it a little bit and make sure it still fit on the ESC end. Alright, now we're going to get a little bit of shrink wrap, cut up to go over these all the way back to here anyways. We need 3 pieces about the same length. They are a little bit narrow to slide up past this big part here. Where it gets bigger there, it's a little bit narrow. So what I do is I stick them into like a pair of pliers like this. And I'll stretch them out just a little bit more. Because, you know, it's shrink wrap, so it's going to shrink anyways. Then it should go right over. Right about to there is where we want it. Hit her with the old heat gun. Well, not a heat gun, but a butane torch. Alright, see, that looks nice and pretty, don't it? Stretch it out. Slide her on. Number 3, this one looks a little shorter than the other 2, but that'll be fine. It'll still go on plenty far enough. Just got to cover up the contacts there. Alright, now we got all 3 ends done up nice there. Next, we got to get our ESC mounted on here somehow. I was going to go hot glue this or shoe glue it, then I forgot about these big friends of mine, these great big old huge zip ties. I think that might be a really good way to bolt these suckers on, especially if I could slip it underneath this fan or something. That would be ideal. Well, I loosen up this fan so I get that zip tie through, and then I tighten it down for a second to make sure the fan could still spin when it was tightened down, and yes, it can. Well, I'm thinking I run this under here, because yeah, that's gonna work awesome. Not the ideal mounting, like I said. I'm gonna get a plate made. There. It still does move. I wonder if we can get 2 of them on there. There we go. Take this down underneath the carbon fiber. Back up through here. Oh, wrong way. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to leave a little bit on there so I can get a pair of pliers on them and tighten them up a bit. All right. Well, we got to figure out where we're going to plug what we plug this into. This would be plugged into where the throttle servo would normally be. Okay, so we got channel 2 right down here. Since the cable's so close, I don't just want this to be dingle-danging around everywhere, so we'll twist it around something like this so we'll have a coil to it. Okay, put something like that. Okay, that goes into number 2. Perfect. So if I plug this in, this turns on because there's power flowing through it, you know. Really, I'll only need to run the signal wire if I do that. But I think I can just not even run this rear battery because this has a BEC in it. You know, built in, internal BEC. So, yep, that's unplugged. So I plug this in. And when I turn it on, my motor's unplugged, so it ain't going to take off on me. Alright, turn that on. When I turn this on, that should power up everything back there, which it does. Okay. Now, let's see. Yep, that's cool. My reverse servo just shifted. Okay, I got this reverse servo figured out. Put that screw in there. Alright, I just calibrated the ESC. I just turned it on. Let's see. Oh, she's moving, guys. Okay. So it moves, we know that. So now I can go ahead, turn it off, unplug these batteries, because I still got to get the straps on the battery tray and get my link bars and stuff put back on. Okay. I actually am going to program this thing really quick. Okay. Ready to connect to the ESC. Okay. Voltage protection 3.0 per cell. Yeah, I want it 3.0. Running mode, forward brake, reverse. Yep. Motor timing, we're going to start with normal, yeah. Acceleration high. Reverse throttle 60%. Brake force 50. I'm going to put it at 70 because it's a big truck. Drag brake 0. Motor rotation, we'll keep it as it is for now. Neutral range, I'm going to give it a little bit more percent. BEC, bump it up to 7.4. Okay. Data saved. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Unplug these batteries because I don't have the straps on the battery tray yet. I don't have these link bars on. I don't have this reverse servo mounted. Nothing. Now I can actually get rid of this reverse servo because the motor is going to run it in reverse. I can lock out the reverse in the transmission, which is what I will do. And that's that one little spare extra round aluminum piece that comes with these trucks. Everybody wonders, what's this little round aluminum spacer looking thing? It's to lock out the reverse in the transmission. So, but I don't have it locked out right now, so we're going to keep this servo on for now. But let's go ahead and get the servo back mounted up, get the straps in there, and get everything together. And then it should be about done. Alright, we're just finalizing a few things here. I'm putting in that servo, and I had one broken off bolt in there. I had to heat it up, pulled out with some vice grips. I'm just going to get that reverse servo mounted back where it needs to be. Luckily, I'm not using the throttle servo anymore, so that broken bolt, I did have a spare one. I used one of the old throttle servo bolts, which was nice. Now I'm putting the link bars and the spacers back in the truck. Loctite on all those bolts. I only had to take the link bars off to one side. I didn't have to take them off the other side, so there's only 4 of them to do. Just the 4 on this side. I'm putting cross chassis braces up, putting those on the top of the truck there. 10mm wrench in the flat spots, hitting them with the Allen wrench and the impact. Oh, there's my dog. She did make it back downstairs, didn't she? Okay, now we're gonna get those straps put on the battery tray real quick. And this should be about it. Get those packs mounted in there and we should be ready to test it out. Here we go. I've said to a lot of people, owning a Primal RC Raminator never gets old, even if it's got the gas motor in it, or if it's built up and upgraded like this one. But honestly, there's a little bit of a lie there, because this is the part that does get old. Oh shoot! Yeah, that part right there. All right, guys. Unfortunately, it's dark out. Casey! Come on down! All right, so we're gonna plug this bad boy in. Oh man, I can't wait, guys. All right, servos are plugged in. ESC's powered up. Oh, yes! We got an electric Raminator, guys. What a beast. The brakes definitely work. Yeah. I'm using just the motor as brakes, guys. I'm not using the mechanical brakes. Trixie, no. This is only on 8S with all of the settings on the ESC turned down to almost as low as they can go. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. Alright guys, well, you have to stay tuned to the next video. We're going to go out and run this. I would run it tonight for you guys, but the video is already long. And it's dark outside, and this don't have any lights on it. So, alright, that's it for today. I'm Traxxas Mike from My RC Life, and I'll see you later. Bye guys. Thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.